Hey guys, come spend the day with me as a small business owner. Today we are prepping for being off for a week. Technically not off for a week, but I just wasn't going to be working as much. My nephew was going to be in town, so I wanted to make sure that everything was in stock so that I could pack orders as quickly as possible and then get back to paying attention to him. So I wanted to definitely make sure the fragrances were in stock for the air fresheners because that's honestly the most annoying part of the order packaging process. And I recently changed the way I do my fragrances. If you guys want like a full setup of this, let me know because this is like one of the number one questions I get asked. And I recently changed my method of how I add the fragrances to the little spray bottles that I give my customers. And so anyway, so I'm just like doing some finishing touches with that. And then I made it a goal to restock the fragrances and do all of the labels and everything. That way I could just grab everything very quickly. So I have all my fragrances in these drawers and I'm just adding the little actual fragrance into each drawer. That way they're with the bottles that are labeled for the right fragrance and there's no confusion. Everything is just where it needs to be. And then the next thing I did was print out a bunch of the labels for the bottles. And the first clip y'all saw, that's what I was doing. But then I ended up changing my branding like in between this process. So I went ahead and changed the colors. As you can see, I added the blue font to the pink labels and I really love them. I am so obsessed with my new logo and I just love the colors so much. So I love the way the new bottles look. They're so cute. They kind of look weird on camera here, but I got a ton made. I think I did 5 labels for each scent. That way we would be very prepared for the week. And I went ahead and made a couple extra for the scents that are more common, like stress relief, mahogany teakwood, black ice. Those get ordered a lot. So I made sure I had more of those. That way I wouldn't have to worry about cutting up the little sticker and then attaching it to the bottle and then filling up the bottle. It's a very tedious process. It's my least favorite part of the process, but we got it all done. Everything's ready to go. And it honestly was such a lifesaver. I haven't had to restock these and it's been probably over a month since I did this and I haven't had to restock anything because it's all done. Next thing I did was actually restock the air fresheners because that is another tedious process. And when he's here, I don't mind having him in the office with me if I need to pack orders, but I definitely don't want to have my giant heat press on that's at like 400 degrees while he's running around. So I wanted to go ahead and make sure we had at least 2 or 3 of each air freshener in stock. So I ordered some new blanks and we got to stocking. I don't know how many I made, but I made a ton. As you can see here, I'm just prepping them, adding the blanks to the sublimation paper. And then literally the lifesaver I didn't know I needed was this automatic heat press. I wouldn't be able to do things like this without being exhausted and stressed out if I didn't have this automatic heat press. I could just let it go and go do something else while it's pressing. I used to have the Cricut Easy Press where you had to hold it manually and it was so annoying. I had to stand there to press each air freshener and I could only do 2 at a time. It was horrible. Anyway, now those are all in stock and I'm going to go ahead and fill up the fragrances. So I'm just adding the base solution and then the fragrance. And this little squeeze bottle technique that I started doing is so nice. It works so much better than I was using like droppers before. I think I have some videos doing that. It was so messy and this has been the easiest thing ever and it has really changed how fast my order packaging process goes. Like I don't know why I never did this before. Anyway, that was a super quick video, but I just wanted to show you guys how I prep for having a week off and basically just like how I prepare and restock my air fresheners and everything that goes into them. If you guys want to know more details about everything, I always have stuff linked in the description and you can ask me anything in the comments. I'll get back to you as I can. I'll see you guys in the next one.